Yeah, so I was gambling last night, and like I said, I won $9.
Okay,
But
like you didn't
after
say that.
losing
Yeah, what you
100,
said. Okay, so you lost 109, and then you won
I,
one not.
I won.
Okay,
I lost $91, Tom, but
okay,
I won 9.
that's not. I view that as like the price of having fun. If you're a guy who's just gonna go ahead and if you're a guy who goes to the racehorse. Now, how much did the rest of the family get in on the betting, or were you just the
We
guy?
all did it together. We would all
Okay,
go stand at the little machine and look at a funny horse name.
yeah.
And we'd be like, well, we're going to do Sponzano because it had 3 A's. It was Spaanzano.
They're running out of names over there at the horse factory, man.
But
That's the problem.
it's harness racing too. So even if I had known anything about horses at all, it's not those horses. It's horses dragging a little guy in a chariot.
Oh shit. Okay, I could get into that for sure.
See, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. The place that it happens at kind of smells like a toilet. And the people there are very strange. Like strange in a way that is maybe might have made my daughter kind of uncomfortable.
Right. So how would you rank this as like a successful family day out?
Well, we went out to dinner, and that was a pretty good dinner.
It's hard to whiff a dinner.
Yeah. So we had dinner, and she wanted to do something, and we had tried to go to a baseball game the night before, and it got rained out, but then we still partied at the baseball park for like 3 hours. Well, like my wife got drunk as fuck, and the game was rained out. They didn't play 1 inning of baseball, and my wife was drunk, and I ate fucking like an ice cream cone and fucking 3 hot dogs. So, yeah, Demi's in the chat. Hi, Demi. Her husband's on the stream.
That's
Tom,
did
you hear the big bombshell news that came out recently on the Murder X Bryan Patreon and stream?
No, what is it?
Tom from Tom and Bunny, lead sex Tom. He's a tickler. He likes to tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. He likes to tickle ladies. He doesn't like to get tickled. And tickle, tickle, tickle. He doesn't. More Mlax subscribed at tier 1 for 6 months in advance. That's a long fucking time. He likes to tickle, and here's something he doesn't like.
Yeah.
He doesn't like anything going into his butthole, even though I believe now we've figured out that he might have been fucked by a strap on. We maybe think so, because he was very defensive.
It's completely insane to me that being into tickling seems like such a little dick guy move. And I know Tom has a hammer.
Like he's great. He does great on a dick.
Yeah, he's got a fantastically big dick. But like the fact that it seems like such a small dick guy kind of like time waster thing to do, to be like, I'm really into some stuff you can do fully clothed.
His dick rarely works, though. You know, he's got all these winters of his dick now. Like, we called him a winter. Tom's winters of his dick being broke. Like, his dick gets broken, and he's got to wait 6 months before he can fuck again. So he's got the AMS 700. Nobody has explained to me if you actually come with an AMS 700. I might have should have Googled that.
I think you can come while flaccid, even if you're like a guy who can't get hard. But yeah, it is pretty. Man, watching your room just light up like a second sun has hit it as you open the new tab to Google the dick implant information you need is so good, man.
Oh, here it is. Peniile implant. What to expect during sex. This is good. It doesn't affect orgasm. Ejaculation is not affected. So, I mean, honestly, why wouldn't you get one at this point?
I'm starting to think maybe I should just get one preemptively. Also, shit, if they like put Bluetooth and that stuff, whatever, I could get in on that. Get a like micro SD card implanted in my thing.
First of all, somebody said he prides himself in his tickling game, and it's I think there was a couple of big things in that thing. In that video that we can talk about. One of them is they had their Playroom Go bag. and we got to see what they keep in the playroom go bag. Number one, they keep a motor bunny, which is just an enormous sex toy.
Humongous.
It's too big.
That is not a go bag. That's like loaded up into the back of a truck.
But they said they bring it in, and then people will line up for hours to take a ride on the motor bunny. So that goes on. But then they also had Gas X in the thing, and that made me think there might have been a playroom clearing fart at some point in the past, because you got to bring that old Gas X. So
I mean, yeah. So Gas X is, I'm just looking it up now, fast relief for gas and bloating. So you could just be like getting your shit rammed and just be like, God, I feel so full of dick. But also I gotta give it up for the gas here.
Well, and it's just because they're talking about eating, and now I'm starting to think maybe swingers don't have the best diets, a lot of them, because
I think that if you're getting if you're turning up to a whole bunch of stuff where you're like, if you're a person who's into group sex and you're in a position where you could be having it a lot, I can understand how it would be hard to keep on top of a good diet.
Yes. And
being obsessed with sex seems like it takes up so much time, and getting railed and railing all the time. I mean,
Tom, it's your whole life when you're doing it, I think. I wouldn't know.
I agree.
Kilgore Trout subscribed at tier 1. If I don't get your names, at some point Chris will come on and he'll make me do it, because I mess up, and I'm so tired. I'm not tired. I'm fine.
Thank you for subscribing at tier 1 for 6 months in advance.
That's a Chris move. Kilgore Trout subscribed at tier 1. You guys are so nice.
I didn't realize that I'd have to be doing a little bit of the Chris move.
No, you don't have to do Chris's job.
Chat quite away. I'll keep the chat open.
I have the chat open, so I can see the chat. I'm just I have a few different things we got here. So one of the things I wanted to do, because you haven't been on the stream, so you have never got to see a club tour, and I was thinking we could go back and watch an old club tour on here. If the chat would like to watch one of the club tours from back in the day, maybe EC Oasis. No Opie today, I promise. I mean, yeah, we can do an old club tour. We got to do a classic, because we've seen them all. First of all, I want to show you this picture of Tom. I've been showing it all the time lately. But so this picture of Tom, where he looks like a completely different Tom.
Here's the thing about Tom from Tom and Bunny. He has it's just, that's Mr. Beast, man. That's straight up Mr. Beast. He has the same eyes, the same lack of charisma, the same stuttering delivery, but it's just, I put 40, 50-year-olds in a room and didn't let them leave until they all came on each other. He looks exactly like he has the same empty eyes as him, dude.
Well, so they want to see the tour with the Players Club in San Antonio, Texas. Is that the one we're going to do? It's got the other boss sex Tom on it. Or we could do the barn. That's EC Oasis. So
man, they're all so good.
I know every one of them. But we'll do San Antonio, because there's a sex Tom, and your Dan's producer Dan's dad does not like our stream, Tom.
That'll happen, yeah. Well, if he put on headphones, maybe he's doing it to listen to the stream away from Dan interrupting and going these guys are crazy, huh? Maybe Dan's being annoying, you got to remember. So
he can whack off his meat. Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Yeah. Dan, I have a question for you. I don't know why I'm asking you this on the stream. What's that $200 blanket I've been hearing so much about? Could you put me a link? I'm thinking about purchasing one, because $200 blanket. I mean, we're trying to figure pillow, because we're trying to figure out pillows. My wife was like, do you want to buy some new pillows today? And I was like, the thing is, I don't know how.
Okay, first up, I want to stop you there. Wife, yes, I want to buy something. We got to work out a way to spend the most money on this thing as possible. Just so you know, I got a friend who's constantly mocked for how much he spends on his pillows, so I'm going to want to turn to him for advice.
She listens to YKS, so she knows.
I would give anything for you to have turned to JF.
So Polar Tropic pillow. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
I gotta write that down, because Yeah, I heard it's $200, but I'm sure that means it's nice because I think Mike has one too. Mike Hale. Oh man, that doesn't even look thick. I'm gonna buy